Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. As Faculty Marshal, I hereby declare the 65th Commencement exercises of Tidewater Community College open. Please stand for the presentation of the colors by Northview High School Junior ROTC Color Guard as we show respect for our flag and honor the men and women who have served and sacrificed for our country. The presentation of the colors will be followed by the playing of the national anthem. Please continue standing for the invocation given by Lieutenant Dominic Miranda, Command Chaplain for the Naval Special Warfare Group 10 at Joint Expeditionary Base Little Creek. Color Guard, please parade the colors.
Let us pray. Loving Creator, who calls each one of us by name, as we hear our names spoken aloud this night, as we receive these diplomas and certificates earned through so much hard work and dedication, let us also hear your voice calling each one of us forward to receive a deeper sense of our purpose and direction for which we were created in this life. Fill us with unending passion and joy as we learn to use our gifts to serve others and to meet the challenges of this world. Make us humble enough to lock arms with and to unite people of different perspectives along the way. Fill us with thanksgiving for our loved ones who have encouraged us toward this hopeful moment, and for the professors and mentors who have formed us and shaped us with their knowledge and care. For all of this, we welcome your presence and your blessing upon this celebration, which you have anticipated from the beginning of time. I pray this in your holy name. Amen.
Chaplain, if you would join me back at the stage. Thank you for your service and thank you for your...
Thank you. I appreciate my honor.
Please be seated. Good evening. On behalf of the Chancellor of the Virginia Community Colleges, the State Board of Community Colleges, the Tidewater Community College Board, and TCC's leadership, welcome. Before I acknowledge our special guests, I would like to acknowledge you, the TCC graduating class of December 2017. You have reached a significant academic milestone, and I'm very proud of you and your achievements. Congratulations. And a very special congratulations to Marie Grimes, graduating with an Associate of Applied Science and Culinary Arts at the age of 72. And to her daughter, Latonia Darian Grundy, who is also graduating this evening with her Associate of Science in Business Administration. Marie and Latonia, will you please stand and be recognized? Congratulations. I'd like to acknowledge our College Board members in attendance today. Please stand and be recognized. Board Chair, Ms. Terry Thompson. Vice Chair, Mr. John Murray. Ms. Linda Reidenauer. Ms. Paulette Franklin Jenkins. Please join me in thanking them all for their service. And now, members of the TCC's President's Cabinet who are in the platform party, please stand and thank you for all your hard work on behalf of TCC. Sorry, one more board member who joined us, Mr. John Padgett. John, thank you for joining us this evening. And now, let's recognize the families and friends in the audience today. If it weren't for your love and support of our students, there would have been less time for studies, even more responsibilities to juggle, and more stress. Thank you for helping make these students successful. We're also extremely proud that more than 12,000 military-related students attended TCC during the past academic year. That's 35% of TCC's enrollment. If you are a military-related student, active duty, veteran, spouse, or dependent who is graduating today, please stand and be recognized. Wow. Thank you. And thank you again, Chaplain Dominic Miranda. Thank you for delivering the invocation and benediction for today's commencement. I would also like to recognize Mr. Garrett Berger, President of the TCC Alumni Council, for his efforts on behalf of all TCC alumni worldwide. Graduates, you will be receiving an alumni pin after you cross the stage this evening, and I encourage you to take advantage of the events and opportunities offered by TCC alumni to connect, contribute, and celebrate. Finally, I want to thank the TCC staff who organized these commencement exercises, as well as recognize our esteemed faculty marshal, Dr. David Wright, Professor of Physics and Astronomy at the Virginia Beach campus. He is TCC's Professor of the Year for 2017. And now it is my pleasure to introduce our student speaker, Ms. Jessica Evans. Ms. Evans served for 6 years in the Army National Guard and was deployed to Iraq, where she sustained a traumatic brain injury. But she did not allow that incident to derail her dreams. Instead, she enrolled at TCC and utilized the college's support services to assist her both inside and outside the classroom. While at TCC, Ms. Evans was a student ambassador on the Portsmouth campus and a work studies student and secretary for Phi Theta Kappa, the Honor Society for two-year colleges. And last summer, she was the recipient of the Virginia College System Commonwealth Legacy Scholarship. Today, Ms. Evans is graduating with an Associate of Science in Business Administration, and this spring, she will transfer to Norfolk State University to study construction technology. Please help me welcome Ms. Jessica Evans.
Thank you, Dr. Colavani. Congratulations, my fellow graduates. We did it, guys. This evening, we celebrate a tremendous milestone during our journey in life. We celebrate that today, we are different today than we were the first day we took class at TCC. My faith has taught me how important it is to come as you are, but not stay as you were. This is an ideal preached in my faith, but it can truly be applied to anyone in many situations. To grow in life, we as individuals must adapt to our environment and actively work to reach our destination. We must determine not only who we want to be, but how we will become that person. To be honest, I should not be here today. While serving 6 years in the Army, I sustained a traumatic brain injury in Iraq, and I struggled with post-traumatic stress disorder. For years, I denied any help or treatment. Treatment meant talking about what other soldiers don't talk about. Treatment meant dealing with trauma instead of ignoring it. After making poor decisions that led to me losing jobs and having personality issues, I decided to seek treatment. As a mother and a wife, I had to determine what kind of woman I wanted to be and what path I was going to take to become her. Too often, it seems that we have a desire for a destination, but we don't make the journey a priority. Even after I made my education a priority, it got off to a rough start, but I had to stay committed. This time last year, I had completed my first semester of college, barely grasping a 2.3 GPA. I can now say that I am graduating magna cum laude. Thank you. When the road in life is under construction, we must look for detours. Maybe you weren't supposed to be here today. Many of you are first-generation college students who had to be independent and figure out the next step for yourself. Many of you are transitioning from one career that you've spent many years mastering to one that is completely new and that will take time to reach the level of expert. Some of you are students that took advantage of the small class sizes and low tuition rates to prepare for university life. Whichever your journey consisted of, today is proof that you can endure the detours that appear in your life. Whether any of us were supposed to be here or not, the fact is we are here. Be proud and celebrate. Sorry, guys. Be proud and celebrate that you were able to step out of your comfort zone to earn that associate's degree, to earn that certification. Because that degree and that certificate is proof, is evidence that you are actively living your own life. So when anyone tries to diminish your accomplishments, Remember, you earned your seat here today. You are not here by accident. Life is measured by the weight that we carry through our actions. It's like what my old drill sergeant used to say in basic training: the weight is easy to carry when you're moving forward. So no matter what life throws in your next step, remember to stay committed to your journey, endure the detours, and keep moving. Congratulations, alumni.
That was awesome, wasn't it? On Saturday, we had graduation brunch at our Chesapeake campus, and it's really one of the highlights each year, whether it's in May or in December. And our speaker was an editor at the Virginian Pilot, who graduated in 1972, I think it was. And he was very nervous about speaking, and he said, "Oh, I'm so glad I did this and everything." And I said, "Now wait, you're in for a treat, but also be prepared to cry, because we bring up students and ask them to share their personal stories, and there wasn't a dry eye in the house, because how our students, like you, those who were at the graduation brunch on Saturday, persisted, continued their journey, and have graduated is remarkable. And again, congratulations to all of you, and congratulations to those who shared their stories on Saturday. You may have noticed that this commencement has a decided military flavor. Our student speaker is an Army National Guard veteran, and a Navy chaplain was delivering the invocation and will deliver the benediction. Our keynote speaker, whom I will introduce in a moment, has served in the Navy with distinction for 17 years. The reason is that, in addition to recognizing our graduates, we are this evening joining all of Hampton Roads in recognizing Naval Station Norfolk on its 100th anniversary. It was established in 1917 and is now the world's largest Navy base. Its ships and aircraft serve around the globe, taking a crucial role in domestic and international affairs. The base supports 4 carrier strike groups, more than 59 ships, and more than 187 aircraft. It employs nearly 117,000 personnel with an annual payroll of more than $9 billion. As you well know, many TCC students are members of the Navy and other military branches, or are military-related spouses or families. We are proud that they have chosen TCC as their institution of higher learning, and through TCC Center for Military and Veterans Education can receive specialized services to make their experience at TCC the best it can be. It is therefore my pleasure and honor to introduce our distinguished speaker for this evening, Commander Shannon Weens, Executive Officer of United States Navy Beachmaster Unit 2, stationed at Joint Expeditionary Base Little Creek, Fort Story in Virginia Beach. Commander Weens is a native of Chesapeake who attended TCC from 1994 through 1997, when she transferred to Old Dominion University and completed a Bachelor of Science in Geology. She was subsequently commissioned through the Naval Reserve Officer Training Corps program at ODU in 2000. Commander Weens began her naval career as a division officer aboard the USS Baton, deploying in support of 2 major initiatives, Operation Enduring Freedom and Operation Iraqi Freedom. She has also deployed on the USS Ashland to conduct anti-piracy operations on the Horn of Africa and help conduct counter-narcotics operations in support of Operation Blue Storm. She graduated from the Naval Postgraduate School with a Master of Science degree in System Engineering and Analysis. Commander Wiens is also a graduate of the Joint and Combined Warfighting School at the Joint Forces Staff College. Commander Wiens has received the Meritorious Service Medal, the Defense Meritorious Services Medal, 2 Navy Commendation Medals, and 2 Navy Achievement Medals, among many other awards. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in a warm TCC welcome for Commander Shannon Wiens.
Thank you, President Kovani. Thank you again, President Kovani, members of the College Board and executive staff, distinguished guests, graduates, and all of your families for being the distinct honor of being your commencement speaker today. This is such a privilege for me. When I think of commencement speakers, I think of esteemed members of the academic community, political figures, or celebrities. So when I was asked several months ago to do this, it made me pause and wonder why in the world they would choose me. What makes me so special? Sure, I am a proud member of our military, but so are well over 300,000 other people who are proudly serving. What is it about me that made me stand out? I don't believe that it is my military career. I feel it is my story about TCC and the mentorships and friendships that were formed here back in 1994, some of which have continued to be a significant part of both my personal and professional life even to this day. I am here to share with you that my formative college years at TCC are what have led me to this point in my life and career, and that, graduates, is why I am the perfect choice to speak to you tonight. I am not much for lecturing or giving advice on how to go out and conquer the world. Just the fact that you are all sitting here graduating shows that you have motivation and drive to accomplish your goals. So congratulations again, job well done. But I do love to tell stories, so please sit back, relax, and for the next few minutes, I would like to share with you my TCC story. I attended Great Bridge High School, and I was the child of 2 public school educators. It was always assumed that I would go to college, but I was an average student and graduated with honors, but nothing special. We won't even mention what my SAT score was. My father said that he would pay for 4 years at ODU, and I was adamant that I did not want to go to ODU. And please remember this for a little bit later in my story. Being an 18-year-old who knew it all, I said that I would transfer to ODU after 2 years and then go somewhere else. My father, being just as stubborn, replied that he would pay for 2 years at TCC until I figured out where I wanted to transfer. I was not happy at first. All of my friends were going away to schools throughout the state, and I felt like this was just going to be a continuation of high school. I felt left behind. I started TCC in the fall of 1994. I originally wanted to be a veterinarian and ultimately transferred to Virginia Tech. I don't remember what my exact course load was, but I took a decent amount of classes, including English, American history, and a few others. The class sizes, while larger than high school, were not overwhelming. The professors got to know the students on a first-name basis. Friendships and study groups were formed with fellow students. I remember fondly one of my classmates, Lou Ziegler, who was retired Navy and was going back to school for a second career. I appreciated his experience from having already been out in the world. Joe Antonarella was my English 101 professor. He was a transplant from New York, if I recall, and he was quite animated, but he always provided honest feedback on papers, and I valued his knowledge as a writer and professor. Felice Sachs was a stereotypical bookworm and one of my literature professors. For those of you in the audience and some of the professors that may remember her office at the Chesapeake campus, it was a sight to see as it defied all laws of gravity as we know it. Books were literally piled to the ceilings in some places. One wrong move and a pile of books could come tumbling down at any given moment. But she loved literature and she always had time for her students. Probably my most memorable professor was my American history professor. He was always very formal. His name was Professor Renard. He called students by their last names. He also had a reputation for being one of the hardest professors. His exams were not multiple choice, but were essays, and you had to prepare for those exams. I can remember studying for those exams, lying on the floor in my parents' living room, furiously scribbling out my notes on paper, sometimes rewriting them several times. It was in this class where I truly discovered what my learning style was and how to study effectively. Some of those lessons learned I still use today to get through certification exams and boards with my job. But while Professor Renard had a reputation as a hard professor, whenever he gave lectures, the subject came alive. He pushed me to think critically and not just study for what was going to be on the test, and this has served me well the past 23 years. My first semester was a success, and it did wonders for my self-esteem. I was no longer an average student. My professors knew me and were involved in my education. I was actively engaged and flourishing as a student. I felt smart. I knew I could put my mind to something and I could accomplish it. In addition to my history class, I took calculus and did very well. Other students looked to me for help with studying, and soon I was approached about tutoring math in a recently established tutoring center on the Chesapeake campus. In high school, I had struggled with math, so this was a first for me. Again, my confidence soared. I started working in what was called the Learning Resource Center under the guidance of Cynthia Horan. Students could come in and sign up for tutoring sessions with fellow students who worked there. For the first time in my academic life, I felt like I belonged somewhere and had a purpose. The satisfaction of helping other students was beyond rewarding. The mentorship and leadership of my professors those first few years are what have laid the groundwork for my future academic and professional career. I continued to take classes at the Chesapeake campus, but also branched out and took several classes at the Old Portsmouth campus and the Virginia Beach campus. Academically, I continued to be successful. I was also selected as a campus ambassador for the Chesapeake campus from 1996 to 97. In the meantime, I moved out of my parents' home and was living down in Ghent with a classmate I had met through TCC, as well as a classmate from high school, and I fell in love with the Ghent area. As the 1996 academic year was starting, I knew that I had to start preparing for where I would attend college the following fall. Most of my friends who had gone away to your traditional four-year colleges were doing well, and several were at service academies, so I'd heard stories of the different things that they were doing, and it sounded interesting to me. I was intrigued. I had never even considered going into the military in high school. I came from a family full of educators. But the more stories I heard from my friends, the more interested I became. And because of the strong GPA that I had established at TCC, I knew that I had multiple options. I started looking at ROTC scholarship options and applied for and was accepted into the Corps of Cadets at Virginia Tech, which was my dream, right? Here's the funny part. Remember that comment about ODU? Because I had been living down in Ghent and loved the area, I went over to ODU and talked with their ROTC department. I had a great transcript from TCC. I was also an avid runner, competing in local races and even triathlons, so I could easily pass the Navy physical fitness test requirements. I interviewed for a scholarship, and several weeks later was awarded a 3.5-year ROTC scholarship to ODU. At this point, Virginia Tech was no longer in my sights. ODU was now my first choice. And yes, I had to eat a little crow with my father on that one. Now let me get back to the mentors and people who have influenced me throughout my adult life. I have been very fortunate and can count several people in my life who are mentors, and one of them was because of TCC. It was the end of my second semester of American history with Professor Renard at TCC, and he said, "Miss Hoffman, can you please stop by my office after class?" I was scared. Had I messed something up? I came by and he asked me, "What are your plans for the future?" And I replied that I wanted to be a veterinarian. He replied very formally, something to the effect of, "You will do well with whatever you choose." I think it was sometime later that summer when he approached me about dog sitting for his beloved Springer Spaniel, Maddie. And over the next several years, I was Maddie's au pair whenever he and his wife were out of town. I still continued to call him Professor Renard. As I moved forward with my academic career at ODU, Professor Renard continued to be a mentor when I felt that I was struggling academically. I could always count on him to give me that boost of confidence that I needed. And when I graduated from ODU in 2000, he was right there along with my family. When I was an ensign on my first ship, we remained in touch on a regular basis while I was deployed. Here's where things start to get a little fuzzy for me. Along the way, we made the awkward transition where I stopped calling him Professor Renard and just Lynn. He jokingly started referring to me as his surrogate daughter. At this point in my life, I cannot remember when he has not been around for significant holidays or birthday parties. When I was pregnant with my daughter in 2008, he was the only choice for the role of godfather, which he takes very seriously. And I love that my daughter has an Uncle Lynn and Aunt Pam who come to her softball games and are an active part of her life. We have been through graduations, deployments, promotions, weddings, divorces, and deaths. He and his wife Pam are very much a part of our family, and they are my family. This past September, I had to go to Rhode Island for 5 weeks of training before I took my current job as the Executive Officer of Beachmaster Unit 2. While I was up there, I also had to take a command qualification examination, which was a 5-part test over a 4-hour period. I needed to pass it on my first time. I studied like I had never studied before. I reflected on how I would study in Lynn's classes, and I kept telling myself that by putting in the time and the effort, that the knowledge would be there. Lynn texted me on a regular basis while I was studying and continued to provide much-needed encouragement. Fortunately, all of my studying and hard work paid off, and I passed all 5 parts on my first try. I am a firm believer that had I attended ODU or another 4-year school immediately after graduation, I would have gotten lost in the shuffle of classes with 300 students. I would have been another young student in a sea of faces. I would not have gotten to know my professors on a personal level. I would not have received scholarships and graduated from college with 0 student loans. I do not think that I would be here standing this evening speaking to you in this uniform. I know in my heart that I am here today because of TCC. TCC gave me a solid academic foundation that transformed an average student into someone who knew that she was capable of succeeding. That is my message to all of you sitting here. Reflect on your time at TCC and remember those educators and mentors that made an impact on your life. Maintain those relationships with them even once you have left TCC and moved on to your next challenge, because you never know how important those people can become in your life. This is what makes TCC so unique and special. The individualized attention of the professors, the smaller class sizes, the personal touch. The educators who take a vested and personal interest in the success of their students. Watching both of my parents, I know that being an educator is not a glamorous job. It is a labor of love. Professors are there to share their knowledge and passion for a subject, inspire conversation and debate among students, and sometimes, if they are lucky, they touch the life of a student. I am sure that every single one of us can remember that one teacher or professor that made a lasting impression. For me, that professor is Lynn Renard. So thank you, Professor Renard, for being that educator who made a lifelong impact on both my academic and personal life. As you all sit here and prepare to move on to your next goal, please be sure to thank your mentors who were part of your personal TCC story. Thank you again for the distinct honor of being your commencement speaker and allowing me to share my story. Congratulations to all of you on your graduation, and I wish you all the best of luck in your future endeavors. Thank you again.
Shannon, we have a special presentation for you. We looked at your TCC academic record and found that you were just a few credits shy of our Associate's degree of Science when you transferred to ODU. By virtue of achieving a bachelor's degree at ODU and of your military service, I am pleased to tell you that you actually have fulfilled these final requirements. Wow. And so, Shannon, I am delighted this evening to present you with your diploma for an Associate of Science in Science from Tidewater Community College. You're also receiving the red, white, and blue honor cords worn by military-related graduates of TCC and a TCC alumni pin. Congratulations. Awesome. Thank you so much. And it is now my pleasure to call TCC's Vice President for Academic and Student Affairs, Dr. Daniel DeMart, to the podium.
Thank you, President Colavani, and thank you to all of our candidates, faculty, staff, and families for coming together today to make this commencement a truly special event. Candidates, as I name the credential you have earned, please rise and remain standing. Will the candidates for a certificate please rise and remain standing? Will the candidates for the Associate of Arts please rise and remain standing? Will the candidates for the Associate of Applied Arts please rise and remain standing? Will the candidates for the Associate of Science please rise and remain standing? Will the candidates for the Associate of Applied Science please rise and remain standing? President Colavani, on behalf of the faculty of Tidewater Community College, I have the honor of presenting these candidates for graduation.
Now for the big moment. By the authority vested in me by the Commonwealth of Virginia, the State Board for Community Colleges, and the Tidewater Community College Board, I do hereby confer upon you the appropriate degree or certificate to which you are entitled. These degrees and certificates are conferred with all their associated privileges and responsibilities. Graduates, I welcome you to the ranks of great men and women educated in the American collegiate tradition. You may now move the tassels on your caps from the right side to the left. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me one more time in congratulating this graduating class of Tidewater Community College. Graduates, you may be seated. Ladies and gentlemen in the audience, I ask that you show your respect to all the graduates by not interrupting the proceedings. I know you're excited, but really, we would like to honor our students by acknowledging their successes, by respecting their opportunity. So, Campus Provost, Ms. Thompson, Mr. Murray, please come forward and assist me in making the awards.
Graduates, as you come to the stage, please ascend on your assigned side and exit on the opposite side of the stage, where you receive your alumni pins before you return to your seats. Out of consideration for your classmates, please remain in your seats until the entire ceremony is concluded. Will the candidates for the Associate of Arts please come forward to receive your diplomas? All other candidates, please be seated. What's your last name? Kendall Ashley Trevelyan. Latia Norman. Olivia Grace Cruz. Jenna Teresa Clark. Amelia Brianna Battlegale. Jasmine Nicole Boone. Shafa Michaela Lang. Ruth Emily Wilkins. What's the middle name? Heather Helen Caswell. Tamika Woods. Will the candidates for the Associate of Applied Arts please come forward to receive your diplomas? Nicholas August Heller. Last name? Okay. Anthony Michael Gilardo. Will the candidates for the Associate of Applied Science please come forward to receive your diplomas? Tabitha Lynette Copeland. Sharon Savills. Are you at Corey Nelson Simmons. Patrick Travis Phillips. Kareem Eugene Etheridge. Justin Holenbeck. Kathy Shatora Diggs. Okay. Lily Strickland. Janelle Rainisha Richardson. Shavania Lynette Poe. Melody Morris. Phyllis Ella Brock. Wanda Denise Crandall. Dustin Rothrock. Kyle Reynolds. Martin Hunter. Sean Hughes. Andrew Ruben Rush. Is it Javante? Okay. Javante Lillard. Elizabeth M. Morrison. Maria Lynette Patterson. Annetta Deanna Spry. Nadia Raspa. Matthew David Anderson. Maishale Davidia Daniel Wallen. Cody A. Weslowski. Hope Allison Horn. First name? Shaquelle Monique Baker. Tara Rose Sebino. Wilbon A. Rome, the 5th. Wendy Anissa Stedman. Montrell DeBron Davis. Anaya Cy Pierce. Fred Cortez Williams. Balan Sadel McNair. Joseph Thomas Lattin. Christopher Emery. First name? Giovanni Evans. Allison Ann Hopkins. Brooke Crowder Bowles. First name? Cherie Mae Sawyer. Cheryl D. Yancey. Monica E. Casalias. Darren Mitchell Kelly. First name? Josabel Centeno. Kyle Bartel. Last name? Naluba. Mary Arndt. Joseph Nicholas Palazzo. Jayante James Scott. Sarah Marie Stanley. Kelsey Ann Simmons. What's that? Katisa Tanet Meeborn. Joshua J. Anderson. Say your first name, Marty. Sophia Darlington Spence. Eric Demetrius Kershaw. Aaron Ryan Middleton. Thomas Ames Sr. Robin Hawkins. First name? Terrellyn Sharon Whitfield. Crystal M. Pennell. Laura Elizabeth Beeman. Charmaine B. Clark. Natasha Janice Cotterman. Claudia Garner. Sharonda Anderson. Amy Kathleen Nordmeyer.
Alexis Francine Castile. That's okay. Sharon Renee Gardner. Monica Johnson. Pamela H. Rogers Reese. Shirley J. Walterding. Joshua Hunter Matthias. Kathy Lynn Smart. Tareen S. Barkdale. Shavonda Lavelle Jackson. Kaylin Grizzard. Tanya Blackman. Patricia Fahey. Aisha Nicole Moore. Michelle Lee Brody. Laree Staten. Melissa Winona Banks. Belvina Jones. Deborah Leangela Johnson. Mary Jane Egerton. Mary Susan Truitt. Diana Marjorie Best. Teresa Lee Olson. Ashley Green Seymour. Maurice Antonio Cannon Jr. Barbie Sloan. Ellen Elizabeth Cushell. Justine Kiara Gonzalez. Shirlane Butler. Malo. Diana Lynn Malo. Jessica Whitney Kurowski. Stephanie Nicole Fowler. Grace Elise Ferguson. Samantha Mikkel Porter. Amanda Michelle Lake. Anastasia Faith Hanna. William Francis Murphy III. Eric Austin Rohr. Crystal Lynn Stevens. Martina Lynn Ford. Courtney Spalding. Trista M. Blair. Vaughn Edelman Lester. Nicole Elizabeth Innes. Marie Carol Grimes. Glorious Charlene Renee Nixon. Tricia McPherson. Angela Lynn Harvey. Kenesha Futrell. Tishana Natisha Sidner. Germanice Battles. Christopher Michael Felmetten. Tiffany Latrice Whitney. Shakira Deshawn Smith. Sunita Nicole Williams. Royce Adrian Villaraman Ramos. Melissa Ann Rayner. Janelle Francois. Heather Elizabeth Langston. Christian Green. Broderick Christopher Washington Sr. Tyler James Logan. Jennifer Webb. Alexandra Garcia. William Alonzo Strout. Hannah Michelle Supan. Rebecca Tatum Moberg. Tiffany L. Jones. Ashley Michelle Hobbs. Marcus Anthony Hall. Teresa Gould. Ebony Lynette Silver. Jasenia Ruiz Mason. Daniel Enrique Mason. Jamanda Mercedes Gomez. Ryan Justin Tanner. Tiffany E. Corprew. William Burroughs Barker. Bonnie Blue Crute. Kawantis Latrice Lewis. Leona Majors. Shizuko Kari Risto. Gilbert W. Brown. Janice Serrano. Destiny Janelle Elliott. Amber Jean Costa. Pamela R. Blount. Regine Williams. Asia Brianna Hill. Veronica Marie Lynch. Samantha K. Folsom. Van Long. Arlene M. Jockson. Kimberly Lynn Wildley. Ashley Nicole Jones. Ramon. David Ramon Lee Sr. Tanya Celine Kelly. Susan E. Owens. Christine Garvey Daniels. Arnett Marie Smith. Armando J. Mangaya. Cynthia G. Burton. Stacy Alexandria Jones. Ambrielle Lee Bender. Antoine Dominique Jones. Reginald Dwayne Dees. Blake Cameron Miller. Sherwin Mendoza Frias. Andrew L. Booker III. Jared Gill. Jared Russell Roch. Jacqueline Doler. Zachary Blake Talbert. Samuel Mel Keone. Elaine M. Little. Patricia D. Yancey. Norman A. Hall, Jr. David M. Haddock.
All right, you ready for the second half? Will the candidates for the certificate Please come forward to receive your diplomas. Ronald Kersey. Janet Kersey. Rochelle Christine Anderson. Michael Holloman. Ashley Brooke Holland. Mary Samantha Markham. Erlene Green. Melanie Marie Castillo. Labert Leigh Saunders II. Albert Saunders II. Roxette Polito Terran. Joshua Abel Montes de Oco. Malquetta Teresa Plumer. Mohammed Nori Hawk. Justin Matthew Gillespie. Samantha Marie Villafane. Henry Fuentes. William Clinton Carter. Yolanda Merlia Myrick. Tamika Washington. Brittany Lavette Battle. Zachary Richard Johnson. Corey Antonio Jones. Andrea Brianne Hickman. Olivia Louise Osterman. Anita Zamponi. Erica Lonnie King. Andrew Lamont Gaskins. Angelico Dakuma Santillan. Aaron Devon Hill. Jessica Faye Dudley. Danielle Marie Owens. Linda Marie Owens. Mary Nicole Makaolani Thompson. Shantia Williams. Star Takia White. Ebony Monique Thompson. Tanya Elena Etaziria. Tierra Shawanda Olds. Alfreda Ann Thomas. Janine Johnson. Teresa A. Davis. Courtney Lisa Owens. Andrew James Lano. Mandy Lee Williams. David Martin Bragg II. Quinetta Holloway. Elise Ross. Belinda Hersey Berry. Zachary Nelson. Joseph Matome Chapman. John T. Marshall, Jr. Kiera Portia Pollock. Alexis Cordray Clemens. Olivia McKinley Sawton. Julia Marie Landis. Ashley Nicole Kenny. Na Diaz. Nilda Vanessa Copado. William Aaron Hartley. Bruce Eugene Bodwin. Tanya F. Felton. Sheila Marie Dempsey. Heather A. Leibag. Charity L. Rasnake. Bailey Rebecca Rice. L'Oreal Sherrill. Stephen Lee Bell. Daniel Michael Seth Buachi. Layla Samik Abdelhak. Derek Williams, Jr. Michael Izigmi. Sheila Yajaria Sanchez. Michelle Dawn Whetstone. Will the candidates for the Associate of Science please come forward to receive your diplomas? Okay, our speaker for the students, Jessica Evans. Isaiah E. Worrell. Kayla Marie Sellers. Moira Smith. Brandy Lynn Busby. Kenneth Dwayne Kirk, Jr. Anthony William Martin Rosenstiel. Dana Marie Chapman. Corinne Marie Phelan Owens. Dudonye Exclusi. Deseldov Gonzalez. Michael Khalil Walton. Tiara Denise Crandall. Drake Alexander Zirkle. Nakia A. Holly. Crystal Chanel Johnson. Victoria Ann Bagan. Jeremy Joseph Dawson. Christy Lane. Sarah Rostella Robenta Biak. Brooke Alexis Chapman. Mercedes Jania Sutherland. Mercedes Janae Sutherland. Samantha McNulty. Dominique Martinez. Adonica Chanel Smith. Dylan Cole Reeves. Drago Dikov Dragonov. Sharon DiPeralta. Jamie Simpson Rankin. Paula Sue Weichel. Raven Mackenzie Chivers. Amanda Puente. Amanda Rogers. Shannon Danielle Holcomb. Dylan Gregory Ballestino. Jillian Durham. Joy Morrow. Brittany Dories Knight. Tara Nicole Kelly. Sabrina Bonita Williams. Kaylee Jordan Elizabeth Musteller. Sherquita LeBron Weaver. Benjamin Lepton. James Wayne Albers. Jonathan Douglas Hamilton Fox. Brandon Christopher Rowland. Benjamin Velaquez. Matthew Albert Cook. Brantley Paul Henninger. Emma R. Hood. Catherine Belford. Catherine L. Civils. Dalshon Dawson. Dominique Nicole Moore. Jacob Michael Carter. Emily Marie Michaels. Tricia May Mariano Montemayor. Andrea Camille Mariano Montemayor. Natasha Marie Dearsley. Casey Barnett Greenfield. Lindsay Marie Gillespie. Caitlin Jeanette Giannini. Dominique Janis. Sean Elliott Artis. Otis Burton Bishop III. Stephen David Bowman Jr. Marissa Dwayne Jackson. George A. Muniz. Hunter Alexis Corbin. Victoria Angenova. Evelyn James. Beverly Ann Rogers. James Edward Pierce. Jonathan Pinckney. Mel Christian Davis. Monique Dixon. Claire Schroeder. Ian Colby Tatum. Harry Belfour. Brooke Ann Bachman. Samuel Mark Broughton. Landon Michael Segnor. Talisha D. Fleetwood. Kalila Rashida Jones. Matthew Rain Cribb. Kong Nak Pham. Jasmine Nicole Thorne.
Valentina Elliott Pollard. Kelsey Nicole Edwards. Giselle Omar Turner. Joseph Lee Lowry. Nathan Joseph Gloman. Matthew James Martin. Ronald B. Ross. Tia Haley Davis. Kendra Letitia Reed. Elizabeth Joyce Iman. Christopher Kevin Ingalls. Relite Victoria Butler. Melissa Yvonne Chandove. Kellyanna Blas Chutala. Kendra Marcel Harris. Megan Jeanette Scaife. Nicholas John Roybal. Paris Vaughn Heinigen. Justin Jude Husan Javier. Alexander Ferguson. Michelle Elena Wiggs. Lauren Elizabeth Gleason. Tashaliquia Renee Wyatt. Loretta Lynn Bingham. Ashley Halstead. Corey J. Cosentino. Rashawn Dominique Hill. Waning Lawn. Shirley Ann Thomas. Kelsey Jacqueline German. Virginia Rose Stas. Tiffany Letitia Richardson. Vicky Metz. Hamza Khalid Mohammed. Geneva Pearl Lawton. Charlotte Joy Tuncap de Guzman. Lanny Ravon Hall, Jr. Angelique Lewis. Jasper Lee Taylor. Kira Michelle Amadon. Laura Baker. Tanner Furman. Tamika Maria Porter. Amira Moss. Angel Luis Bello, Jr. Crystal Lay Carmen. Trevor Kyle Van. Christina Bridget Latimer. Tamilia Letitia Randall. Kiana Lachey Lawrence. Roslyn Rosmus. Ashley LaShanta Anderson. Angela Lisette McCoy. Dante Alonzo Dio. Brittany Nicole Rath. Karan Taylor Alexander. Jamon Antoine Copeland. Cherie Louise Small. Kiara Alexis Hunter. Tiffany Shawnetta Gregg. Lillian Alexander Gillis. Portia Charday Galloway. Sulima Miha. Delando Mercer. Joshua Mayer. Caitlin Marie Picado. Whitney Nicole Beatty. Veronica Ayers Bonnie III. Vernon Ayers Bonnie III. Kaisha Michael. Rochelle Lauren Edwards. Alexandria Gillian Newville. Eliana Harone. Jaleesa Dyer. Megan Lee Cornett. Kayla Dawn Fowler. Brittany Janae Nichelle Johnson. Tequila Latisse Carroll. Hillary Petrosky. Jennifer Glenn Mosenden. Tiffany K. Jackson. Deanna Morgan. Christopher Sanford. Jessica Marie Ray. Charles Calvin Smith IV. Naja Tahira Lyons. Dorte Ronaldo Davis II. Christian Stephen Angeles. Earl Sargent.
I did it!
Cameron Gabrielle Stolazano. Carla Renee Purcell. Rebecca A. Keeney. Marvina R. Pickford. Amani Green. Sharon Michelle Wiggins. LeGrant Williams, Jr. Ulawashian Elizabeth Olakune. Natasha Black. Rochelle Joy Balagat Villain. Alisa Apostolico. Olga Sawyer. Jasmine Hopkins. Jasmine Nicole Perkett. Kara B. Wiggins. Amy Cheyenne Urquhart. Janae T. Parker. Tevin Charles Rockett. Anthony J. Mudrock. Lisa I. Nadell. Elizabeth Ashley Carter. Deborah Espargera. Janine Marie Ortiz. Sierra Sharon Van. Shanae Chambers. Lindsay Elizabeth Aurora. Alexandria Eileen Zapolsky. Raven Elizabeth Brown. Diamond Tierra Brown. Jared E. Lassiter. Veronique Rensu. April Jean Richardson. Stacy Pearl Banka. Latanya Darren Grundy. Trin Nguyen. Deandria M. Brady. Kirsten Elizabeth Hagan. Brianna Nicole Jackson. Indra Jordan Skinner. Jessica Naomi Tenoro. Rebecca Louise Bowman. Tanya Petrova Oliva. Alexander Paul Bradley. Dominique Giles. Rebecca Finn. Gleepin Renone. Michael Douglas Godfrey. Tabitha Grace Hunter. Jacqueline Alu Ramsey. Rika J. Gilmore. Deanne Yvonne Hill. Sarita Clarissa Rawls. Chantiel Monique Davidson. Arlethea Watson. Patricia Ann Yarrow. Denidra Dudley. Melissa M. Hatfield. Chelsea Holt. Mariah Lee Lambert. Ronnie Ward Roca. Jasmine Janae France. Courtney Marie Reese. Ethan Thomas Pavlik. Cynthia Vanessa Hodgson. Tamya Khalees Stacy. Janae Nicole Stacy. Keetrick Roberts II. Ashley Pipkin. Edwin Harino. Michael Shea. Hannah Celeste Laroom. Brienne Nicole Bell. Ann Artis. Christian Lane. Karen Etzel. Michael Uttera. Marcus William Abreu. Isaiah Allen. Pian Marie Price. Nicole Marie Williams. Jordan Lane Williams. Kayla Stanley. Stephen Logan. Tonyette Williams. Jason Creek. Sierra Patrice Jackson. Dorothy Massenberg. Jawan Lee Hart. Ashley Simmons. Tatiana Diaz. Latasha Shanika Walton. Catherine Cothrell. Shamika Nicole Daniels. Sabrina Sessoms. Mallory Nicole Penn. Megan Young Terrell. Brittany Cheers. Justice Nicole Jackson. Kayla Anna Seymour. Diane Elizabeth Thornton. Angela Derek McEachin. Philip Patrick Revis. Micah Elizabeth Cruz. Helen Elizabeth Welch. Carrie Consian. Shamika Shanae McGee. Jeff Foster. Nichelle Dorsey Smith. Stephen David Miller. Michael Louis Panata. Richard Jamie Ferris. Manuel Nino Kiembo. Rex Justin Regenden. Elizabeth Kennedy. Brandon Cooper. Brianna Christina Johnson. Donna Ellis. Travis Ward. Najari Kaylin Johnson.
You ready for another round of applause? All right. Congratulations, graduates. And now please stand as Chaplain Miranda delivers the benediction, followed by the closing of the ceremony by Faculty Marshal Wright.
Congratulations, everybody. Let us pray. As the speeches conclude and you go out from this place, may it be your voices and your words that rise up to proclaim goodness, justice, and peace into the world. As the applause of today slowly fades, may it be your encouragement and your care that inspires and uplifts those around you into hope, community, and action, even in the midst of dark and lonely places. May the dedication and sacrifice that you have exhibited here today continue on as an anchor for your families and communities for all of your days to come. And may you experience the overwhelming peace and blessing of the one whom created all things good. Amen.
I now declare the 65th commencement exercises of Tidewater Community College closed. Graduates and ladies and gentlemen of the audience, please remain until after the platform party and the faculty have exited the hall. Graduates, aisle guides will dismiss you row by row. Thank you.
Thank you.